Hello everyone, my name is Enrique Wong and I'm your composition and rhetoric professor. I'm recording this video because I want to welcome you to my class and also because I want to help you understand my class a little bit better. If you check over here, the first thing you find is the navigation bars. The first thing you gotta do if you haven't used D2L before, or you haven't taken any online class, you need to get acquainted with everything that the navigation bars offer. If you check over here, you have the syllabus and contents page, which is where we are right now. And in the syllabus and contents page, you have the syllabus as the first thing that displays. You need to download the syllabus to be able to understand how the class works and what the percentages are for the different activities that we have, from critical reading up to the exercises that we do. You have on the third page, you have a thorough description of all the evaluations that we have in the class. But before we get into the evaluations, I want to show you 1 week, and by understanding the way 1 week works, you can apply it to the remaining weeks. If you check over here, after you read the syllabus, you come to week number 1, and that's where we are right now. And you see that every week is organized as a module. You have the planner of the week. That's something that you need to download every week because you need to know what I'm expecting from you. You have the description of everything you have to read. It says here that you have to read the learning object of the week, and you need to read chapter 1 from the book. I'll show you what both things are and in a minute. And then you have the topics that we will be uncovering every week and all the activities that you're supposed to be completing, the competencies and the bibliography that you need. If you check the description here, you'll see that in order to be able to finish the week, you have to read the learning object. In every week, you have a learning object, which is the first thing that comes up here. The learning object of week 1 is the need for rhetoric and writing. And what is a learning object? The learning object is something that I wrote. I first record the video to introduce the topic, and then I wrote the contents to accompany your reading of the week's chapter. If you check over here, you see that the first thing that appears is the table of contents. And in page number 1, you have the video of the week. For the first video, I invited Professor Scott Gibson from the university to give you like a general introduction to rhetoric, to the concept of rhetoric. And then after this, you continue with all the pages. Page 2, you have an introduction to what rhetoric means and the concept, and here the contents are supposed to be accompanying the contents that you read at the same time in your book. This first learning object has 6 pages, and you have this is like a side aid that you have to be able to understand the contents of your book. After you have read the contents and you have read the chapters, you need to complete all the exercises that I'm requiring for the week. After the learning object, you have the language corner, which is a section in the class in every week that we do some grammar or mechanics or punctuations exercises that I consider that we need to reinforce somehow along the way. This is not a language class, as you know, this is a writing class, but we still do some exercises. For example, in the language corner of week 1, it's about syntax. It's about the order of words in your sentences. So here I'm asking you to read pages 670 through 674 in your book, How to Write Good Sentences, pages 668 through 669, the 4 common sentence patterns. After you have studied all this, in every week I inserted a PDF copy of those pages from the book, especially now because I'm aware that some of you haven't bought the book yet. But once you have studied this part, which is the second to the contents that you read in the book, which is chapter 1 from the book, you come over here to the Otros link and do the self-assessment. The self-assessments are self-evaluated exercises that you have every week to see if you are able to show that you understood the contents of the week. If we check, for example, week 1, self-assessment number 2, you'll see that these are self-evaluated exercises. You don't get a grade for this, but you do it to reinforce what you learn. The first example is in each the following sentences replace the underlying phrase or clause with a wording that is more precise or imaginative. This is about the choice, the word choice in your sentences. So you have the options, and then you check, and if you get the correct one or the wrong one, the exercise tells you right away if you made a mistake or not. So these exercises, I repeat, are meant to reinforce what you practice during the week. But let's go back to the first week. And the first module, after you have done the language corner, you have the writing assignments of the week, or the other assignments of the week. In week 1, you have the multimodal personal statement, which is, as the name indicates, is a personal statement, something that you write about yourself. You need to tell me who you are. You need to tell me that you're more than a name on my class list, that you are a person, that you have a family, or you have aspirations, or whatever you want to share with me that will help me see you under a better light, to help me see that you're not just a name, that you're a person, you're really involved in the class, and so this is the moment where you share information with me. After the personal statement, which by the way is multimodal, you have to include all audio or visual of some sort. You could write a PowerPoint presentation with animation, but the idea is that you give me some writing that could help me see how you write, to see who you are in terms of contents, and also that you can handle technology by including a voice note or a video note or whatever you choose to include. The first writing exercise of the week is a reflection after reading the first part or the first chapter in the book. Here you put together, I'm giving you a question, and then you answer the question, showing me that you read the contents and that you are able to articulate a coherent answer. Also, as part of week 1, you have the self-assessments, and not included here, the video conference that we will have tomorrow, a video conference that is not evaluated, but is meant to help you understand the class and by to give you the chance to ask questions or to make comments or what have you. Apart from the video conference, we also have in the discussions link, we have a very important exercise, which is a video that you're supposed to be recording to share with your partners. For example, here you have a video, and then you give me you introduce yourself briefly, but this is to be shared with your partners. The other one, the personal statement, is something that you write for me only. So this is what the first week is all about. I'm having here an additional activity, which is the social corner, which is optional, not evaluated, is to help you get in touch with your discussion partners. We will have a group work in week 6, but I would like to have you get in contact with your partners right from the outset of this class. So this is a brief welcome. I would like you to read the syllabus, to navigate through all the bars that we have over here, to get acquainted with the class, to understand the class, how it works, and be ready for tomorrow's session. If you actively participate right this early, you're going to be in great shape for the class. My class, Compositional Rhetoric, is a writing class where effort counts. I, together with Thomas Edison, I think that the formula for a genius is 99% perspiration, which is hard work, and only 1% inspiration. So I think that if you commit yourself, if you do what you have to do in my class, you not only are going to enjoy the class, but also you're going to make great use of it and be a better writer. Thank you, and please don't hesitate to contact me if you have a question.